Is 2022 going to be the year that we accomplish all of our goals? I think it should be. There's no better time than right now, right? So let's actually discuss the changes that you need to implement in your life in order to achieve your goals. We're not talking about writing it down in your book and just repeating every night and hoping the law of attraction brings us those results. Let's talk about the stuff that no one really talks about, the stuff that our parents don't really know about. And unless you have a true mentor, there's nowhere else you can get this information. So what I want to discuss today is the change that's required in order for you to achieve your goals. These changes, some of them aren't that easy. We're talking about changes that will test your ego and restructure your foundation, your essence, who you are. Because your new you requires changes. If you stay consistent in this development, who you think you are, obviously you're not going to change to reach these new levels of life. So let's jump into it. Let's talk about the first one, which is your circle of friends. We all have friends that we grew up with. There are loyal friends that will always be there for us. We would never do anything to break that bond. But your friends obviously impact what you do in life. We all know the saying that you're the average of your 5 top friends. And it's true, because think about the events that you guys partake in your circle of friends. What are you guys doing? Are you guys playing games, playing soccer, or traveling? There might be some fun stuff that you do with your friends, but are you guys doing anything to develop your future, to achieve new goals, to make more money? Because if you're looking to achieve these goals, this is what you need to do. What are your conversations about? And don't get me wrong, I don't want you guys to just stop hanging out with your friends, but you do need to redevelop a new circle. Hang out with people that are doing the stuff that you want, because guess what? That new friend will introduce you to other people that are doing bigger and better things. And this comes down to, honestly, if you want to achieve these goals. If you don't, go ahead and hang out with your friends. But if you do actually want to achieve these goals, and I think this is the year that we should, let's start meeting new people. Start hanging out at different places. Go to networking events. Now with social media, you can really meet anyone you want. Slide into their DMs. During the early stages of my business, I really tried to connect with people that were already a level above me so that I can see what they're doing so that I could literally replicate it and obviously fine-tune it to my own needs so that I could be at that same level, because there's no reason that you can't achieve your goals if someone else did. And what I literally did was I would steal little strategies that I captured of other successful people, merge all together, and develop the person that I truly am. Because you can always pre-plan your future self. You can guide your personality and your development to become the person that you wanted. And ultimately, it comes down to these friends. Think about the favors and the opportunities that different people bring upon you. For example, think about the favors that come about from your current circle of friends. Think about what you guys are doing for each other. Hey, I'm actually moving. Do you mind helping me move? Or I'm selling this couch. Will you help me sell this couch? And those types of favors, say they did pay you just for helping out. I'm not saying you should charge your friends, but say like it was like, hey, help me sell this, I'll give you 10%. The thing is, like 10% of what, selling a couch or a TV or a game is what, $10, $20, $50. Now think about the bigger favors of, because personally I saw the difference in this as well. The favors of people that are successful, they're a lot bigger. It's like, hey, help me sell my business, or help me sell the products that I don't need in my business anymore. One favor that I did was selling HD printers, like those big printers for a business that was liquidating. And those printers came out to close to $60,000, and he gave me 15% of that. So the favors are bigger, right? So understand that the type of stuff that you do with bigger people are just a level up of what you're currently doing with your friends. Now this leads me to knowledge as well, because you can't really progress unless you progress your knowledge. Ask yourself, when was the last time you read a book or kind of educated yourself on becoming the person that you want to become, or achieving a goal that you wanted to achieve? If you want to develop a business, when's the last time you actually researched the process to have that successful business? Because in my early stages of developing my business, or even the first time I was exposed to business, I was reading a lot of books. I feel like personally, books have really developed the person who I am. There's still books to this day that I pick up and change my business mindset or my life completely. So it's crazy to me that literally one book can change your life. And with books, I try to keep it simple. There's some books that are very informational. There's a lot of different chapters, and every chapter is discussing something very important. I don't expect you to really memorize and implement every single section in that book, but literally, if you just take away one thing from a book, it can drastically change your life. Because I can tell you, I've read maybe 50, 60 books. That's 60 different things that I implemented in my life that brought me to where I am today. Small little things on how to greet people, how to engage with people, how to sell to people. So all these little things have developed the life that I truly do have. I'm not saying it's a crazy life, but we're definitely building something that most people don't ever achieve. And it's not because other people are limited and they can't achieve whatever I achieved. It's just the resources that I used around me. I'll say again, knowledge was the biggest factor that allowed me to achieve the goals that I did. So the second change is knowledge. Invest in courses, invest in books, invest in mentors. Ask to invite people out for coffee that are achieving the goals that you want to achieve. Trust me, there's a lot of people that are more than happy to guide you through that process that they've been through, because if you can save yourself the learning curve, it'll save you a lot of time and money and give you a shortcut to hitting the same goals that that person hit. The third thing that we should change is our perception. Our perception of friends, family, business, life, everything that's around us. A lot of our mindsets were molded into believing there's one path in life, or there's a certain process you need to implement to achieve the minute goals that they set in life. There's really no restrictions on people that haven't achieved the stuff that they want to achieve. Literally, the difference in between those two is you just learning what is required to achieve that goal and just doing the work. Something that I've realized is that literally anything is possible in this world, especially in America. Originally being from Bosnia, I can see the restrictions in certain countries, but if you're located here, honestly, there's no excuse for you to achieve any goal that you want. I mean, think about it. Trump became president with no political background. Steve Harvey became a judge. Will Smith went from being an artist to an actor. So all these people just never quit. There's a stepping stone in anything new that you want to achieve in life. The first step is you being super novice, not really knowing anything. The second step is you becoming more comfortable. The third step is becoming an expert. And when you're an expert, you're at the top of your circle and your stage and the people that you're around. As soon as you jump to that second stage, so you never really go down, but mentally you think that you went down, is because at that jump, you start at the first stage again, where you're again a novice person. And in that group, you're at the lower class. Let's talk about financing in this aspect. So there's always someone that's richer than you. There's always a financial goal that we strive to hit. As soon as we hit it, then we start comparing ourselves to another stage, and that stage is a whole different level. So you want to become a millionaire. Let's say you become a millionaire in this stage or in this group of friends, you're considered a high achiever. But say you're looking to hit $1 billion, now you're with a whole different class like Warren Buffett and so forth, where to them being a millionaire is almost nothing. And then say you become like Warren Buffett, you become a billionaire, there's people that have old money. There's always another level where you'll become the novice person until you grow, which is fine. Like, understand that being the smallest fish in a room is fine, because as long as you're learning, you're going to keep on progressing. But keep in mind that as you progress, don't become depressed, because it can get demotivating again when you're the smallest fish in a room. Understand a long-term play with this, because most of our goals is always to be better than where we started. With us starting working a 9 to 5 or getting raised by a single parent, you never want to go back to that. So always remind yourself where you started and be appreciative of where you are, but understand that you should be progressing, because why not? If you are happy in a particular stage, go ahead and stay at that stage, but if you feel like you can do more, just go for it. Now let's talk about the final stage, which is your finances. Everything in life is correlated to money somehow. It's important for you guys to realize how to manipulate money, how to utilize it, and how to make more money so that you can achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Because rich people can be depressed, but guess what? It's a lot easier to overcome any life issues when you do have money, because people will deal with depression and stuff like that either way. But it sucks when you're dealing with depression and you can't pay your rent. So at least eliminate one issue and deal with the other one. With finances, you really need to figure out how to make more money. You can't really save to wealth, because say you make $5,000 a month. By the time you pay rent, your car, any leisure activity, and so forth, say you have $1,000 left. Saving to become a millionaire will take forever, and stuff comes up, right? So you save 1,000, and then boom, your car breaks down. You have to put 4K into it, or you want to take your girlfriend or boyfriend on a trip, or some medical issues come up, and now your whole savings is drained, and now you're starting from zero again. Focus on having side income that can add on top of your income, because this is the only way that you can really build wealth. Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire by saving, nor did any of these businesses scale by saving. It's really focusing on building your income. So set your goal, whatever your goal is, and then see what you need to do in order to make more money. It could be working more, but again, sooner or later, you'll want to stop trading your time for money. So why not trade skills or leverage your money to generate more money? This is where side businesses come into play, or investments or opportunities that will allow you to make more money. And this is why multiple streams of income are important as well, because it's hard to really find that one thing that will blow up for you. Find 7 different things that will generate 30,000 here, 1,000 here, 5,000 there, and then try to merge it all together so that you can have multiple streams. And also, the reason I like having multiple streams is like if one goes down, you still have other methods of generating money. But really, the takeaway here is find a way to generate more money. You can't save your way to wealth. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe and like, and also follow us on Instagram. We try to provide as much value as we can. Until next time.